Italy would have won the toss and asked West Indies to bat first. And after 14.4 overs, West Indies are 113 for 4 with Shai Hope on 74 from 44 deliveries. Rovman Powell just out. He made 9 and Shafane Rutherford is coming to the crease. Brandon King made 4. Shimran Etmaya made 1. Rastan Chase made 24. Hello everyone and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your company and I look forward to you joining me on the Cricket Forum Members Club as we interact throughout this match. So this is the final match at the World Cup for Italy. I'm very happy to see that West Indies, although they have qualified, they have gone in with their strongest team, as the team doesn't play again until Monday, and by going into the match with their strongest team, they'll try to keep the momentum going. So Rovman Powell there, just picking out the man on the deep backward square leg boundary as he looks to up the tempo, and probably that's why they sent him ahead of Rutherford, because he just came to the crease and looked to bully the innings. But Rutherford comes in now, and he's going to face his first delivery from the veteran Manite. Manite is a veteran of this team. So Rutherford first delivery, he eases it down to long off for a single. One more to the West Indies total. 114 for 4 is the total. So the veteran Manetti is round the wicket, bowls back of a length. Shai Hope turn it in through mid wicket and they go through for a single, and he moves up to 75. And so the West Indies total move up to 115. It seems as if Shai Hope is playing a lone hand here. A lone hand here for the West Indies team. You know. So Manetti, the veteran from New South Wales. Shai Hope is on 75 from 45 deliveries. Rutherford is on 1 from 1, except for Rastan Chase, who contributed 24. Shimran Etmaya, I think, made 1. Brandon King made 4. And Rovman Powell made 9. So Shai Hope playing a lone hand for the West Indies here. I'm wondering if the injury to Romario Shepherd is more than a nigger, is more serious than we thought, or it's a case like, you know what, let us be cautious here. This match really doesn't determine our progress in the tournament, so let's give him a longer rest. And Shai Hope is bowled down. He swung across the line and is bowled down 115 for 5. Can you imagine the headline in Italy if we don't win this match? Right across the line, straight delivery, and Shai Hope is bowled down. Look at it. Straight ball to play with a straight bat. There's no way. The head went to mid-wicket. And just as I was saying that he was playing a lone hand here, he decided to give it away, and that he just swung across the line of that one. Just swung across the line of it, and to say, I'm ready to come off. And so he's gone for 75. West Indies in a spot of bother here now at 115. 115 for 5 of the 15.1 overs. Poor shot by the West Indies captain there. He just swung across the line of a straight ball, lost his stump, and he's gone. So West Indies definitely need a partnership here from Older and Rutherford. The team back deep right down to even Shamar can hit away a few balls. You know, Shamar on his day will clear the boundary quite comfortable. So the team back deep, but 5 wickets down, the cream of your batting gone. One hopes that, Shafane Rutherford will carry the team through this this phase of the game. So 115 for 5 West Indies. After being asked to take first strike, it's going to be very interesting. But Rutherford is known to come good in these situations. So good to see that we have someone like a Shafin Rutherford still at the crease. So Callum Edge bowls to the older, missing leg stump as he looks to turn that one into the onside, but clearly missing leg stump. And so no damage done. The score remains at 115. 115 for 5. Straight delivery. The West Indies captain just played all over it, around it, across it. All is on the front foot, eases down to long off, very comfortable, just came on the front foot and strokes that down to long off. One more to the West Indies total. So very, very happy to have gotten the wicket of the West Indies captain. And they're celebrating. I assume those persons are their wives. You know, yes, I figure that they are wives and family member. I don't think that they would have a promotional group as yet to travel with them outside the half stump. Rutherford looks to cut. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. And I just woke up on 9 minutes past 1. I wanted to wake up a little earlier. That's outside the half stump again as Rutherford looks to cut, but he bottomed it into the ground. And it goes to short third man. They go through for a single. 117 now for 5 after 15.5 overs. Rutherford is on 3. Holder is on 1. Kalukamej is over the wicket, bowls to Holder, who covers up and plays a test match bat forward defensive stroke down the offside of the pitch. The bowler field in his follow through. It's 117 for 5 after 16 overs. 117 for 5 after 16 overs. Remind you that Italy won the toss and decided to ask the West Indies to bat. And they lost Brandon King for 4, Shimran Etmire for 1, Rastan Chase 24, Rovman Powell 9, and the captain Shai Hope just went for 75. Good innings, but he played a bad shot to get out. So 117 for 5. Italy asking West Indies to bat first. Hello, everyone, and I thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to this watch along as West Indies try to go 4 from 4. 4 from 4s. Some would say that if they are going to play a bad match, you want them to play a bad match when it doesn't matter. But I also think that momentum is very, very, very important. So let's watch now as Manetti is round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Rutherford, who strokes it into the covers, and there is no run. The score remains at 117 for 5. Rutherford is on 2 from 4. Holder is on 1 from 3. Manetti in his final over, 2 for 25 thus far. He's round the wicket, bowls to Rutherford, back of a length, who looks to pull, and it bunks away down to the man coming off the long off boundary, and long on boundary, and they got a single 118 for 5 as it just dropped just beyond the circle. 118 for 5. West Indies asked to take first strike. Just 3.4 overs to go. 22 deliveries remaining in the West Indies innings. 118 for 5. They need to get it up to 160. Definitely need to get it up to 160 here. Manetti bowls to Holder, who swat this away. Down back with a square leg. The fielder comes around, picked up on the bunks. Sends the return into the keeper on the bunks. One more to the total. 119 for 5. West Indies just not finding the boundary at this time. So we are 119 for 5. Manetti now is going to bowl to Rutherford. Round the wicket, bowls to Rutherford outside the half stump, and Rutherford cannot beat extra cover as he looks to play the ball away down to extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 118 for 5. So West Indies went in with an unchanged team. Manetti round the wicket, bowls to Rutherford, who hit this high and hard, dead straight, and it clears the boundary as it thundered into the side screen, and 6 more to the West Indies total. 125 for 5 with 1 to come in over number 17. Manetti there pitching up to Rutherford, who comes on the front foot and hit it dead straight over the bowler's head into the side screen. 6 runs. The score goes up by 6, 125 for 5. He comes in, bowls to Rutherford, who gave himself room. It peels off the outer portion of the bat, runs away down to backward square leg into the boundary for 4. 4 more to the total now. Rutherford moves up to 13 from 8 deliveries, 10 coming off the last 2 deliveries from Manetti, ending with figures of 2 for 37 from his 4 overs. West Indies 129 for 5 at the end of over number 17. So West Indies have gone into the match with an unchanged 11. I do not have an issue with that. I know that there is a case where some would say, well, give Seals and Quinton Sampson a game because there was nothing there. But as you saw in the poll yesterday, 73% of you believe that we should play our strongest team. And I am among that 73%. So I do not have any issue with that. Cool Kamej bowls to Holder, who hit it straight back past the bowler, down to mid-off for another run. The score goes up by 1 to 130 for 5. We are in over number 18. 130 for 5 in over number 18. As Cool bowls to Holder, and he hit it back on the bunks to the bowler. And they got a singer as he was unable to stop it. So Kalku Kamej bowls to Rutherford outside the half stump. He steered it to backward point, and they get 1 more to the total. So West Indies there now trying to get this score up to 160 and give ourselves a fighting chance. So both Chase and Ravman Powell holding out in the deep. Holder hit this high in the air. That not going to come back for now. It gone over the stand. Big shot by Jason Holder. West Indies 6 more to the total as they go up to 137 for 5 after 17.3 overs. Big shot as he hit it high and hard right into the slot, and he hit it a long way. Well played, Jason Holder. West Indies 137 for 5. As Holder seconds in his stance now, the bowler, they're making some adjustment to the field. So there is a standard field that we have seen in the World Cup thus far. Holder slapped this away down to the man at long on the bunks. Oh, he has taken the catch. I thought it was on the bunks. He picked out long on. So just like Ravman Powell, 6 then out, Holder 6 then out, and both went for 9. 137 for 6, but at 137 for 6 in over number 18, you have to be going hard with it. I thought it was on the bunks to the fielder because I saw the wrist rolling over the ball, so I know it wasn't high, but then it went straight to him, and the bowler celebrate, and West Indies lost another wicket. Jason Holder gone for 6 from 9 from 7 deliveries. 1-6, just like Ravman Powell, hit a 6 and then out. So Kalu Kamej getting the wicket. Kalu Kamej getting the wicket of Jason Holder there in his 4th and final over, 3.4 overs, 2 for 24 so far. So West Indies 137 for 6 after 17 overs. So the new batsman is Matthew Ford, and we'll still have to continue to go hard because we need to get above 160 here. So we need at least 23 off these last 2.2 overs. So we need to get 160. We need to keep the momentum to go into the next round of the tournament. So 137 for 6 West Indies. 17.4 overs have been bowled. Matthew Ford comes to the crease. So Kalu Kamej is the right-arm bowler. Is over the wicket, bowls to Ford. Ford drives. Down to wide long off for a single, 138 for 6. With 1 to come in the over. As he picked out the man on the long on boundary there, Jason Older. Kalukamej bowls to Rutherford, wide delivery. He cuts at it. The umpire did not signal a wide. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 138 for 6 at the end of 18. We need 22 at least from these last 2 overs. At least we need 22 from these 2 last overs. West Indies in a spot of bother here. So Sumit 4 overs, none for 27. Asan 2 overs, 1 for 16. Jaka 2 overs, 1 for 22. Stewart 2 overs, none for 11. Manetti 4 overs, he got 2 wickets, and Kalukamej also got 2 wickets. So Stewart will bowl his 3rd over, none for 11 from 2 overs thus far. He's going to bowl to the right and then match a Ford. He's also a dangerous batsman. He comes in, bowls to Ford, and Ford play this over the bowler head, down to the straight boundary for 4. So there's a low full toss, and Ford plays it over the bowler head, down to the straight boundary for 4. 4 more to the total, 142 for 6. They just played it straight down the ground, straight over the bowler head, down to the boundary for 4. West Indies 142 for 6 in over number 19. Ford is on 5. Rutherford is on 14. As he seconds now, as then comes into Ford now. This is Stewart. He's over the wicket, bowled to Ford. Ford hit this again over the bowler head, dead straight. The fielder comes across, dive, picked up cleanly. That's good work on the long off boundary as the fielder came across and picked up, who was set a little straighter this time. Shafin Rutherford will comes into strike. He's on 14 from 10. Matthew Ford is on 6 from 3 as the bowler pitched up again, and Ford hit it over his head straight, but the fielder was set a little straighter. He came, he dived, he picked up. That looked to be Manetti. Just came across and dive and collected and sends the return in. So 1 more to Matthew Ford. So Rutherford now is on strike. So we're going to see what's going on. It comes in round the wicket, bowls to Rutherford, slower delivery outside the half stump. Rutherford swings off his feet and could not connect. The umpire signal wide, 144 now for 6. The bowler is saying that the batsman move across, but he moves across after you deliver the ball, boss. It's the law is that where the batsman was before you delivered. So you say move across, but Italy doesn't know a lot about the rules of cricket. They know more about football. So there's a 3 in the circle on the offside, ball wide outside the half stump, and Rutherford full toss, steered it away down to 3rd man for 4. It was a nothing delivery. It was wide outside the half stump, and with a short 3rd man, a backward point, and an extra cover, he just steered it away down to the boundary for 4. So there's a short 3rd man, there's a backward point, there's an extra cover, and then there are 2 fielders deep on the boundary. There's a sweep on the cover boundary, and then there's a long off. On the onside, you have the long on, the deep mid wicket, the deep backward square leg, and a short fine leg. That's the field. As Stewart is going to come in now, dead ball signal as he abort his run up. Don't quite sure, probably the keeper was talking there. So it's 148 for 6. So there's something that the umpire is saying to Rutherford. Are they He's telling him that no DRS is available, I think. That there's no DRS available. I think so, yes. Stewart bowls to Rutherford, who looks to swing. Bottom edge to short, fine leg. And they come through for a single. One more to the total. So he's saying that no DRS is available. I think that's what he's saying up. He's saying, so 147. 1 over to go after this one. West Indies need to get up to 160, I believe. I think they are able to defend 160 against Italy. 149 for 6. 2 deliveries to go in this over. Matthew Ford will face up to Stewart. He's on 6 from 13. Rutherford is on 19 from 12. Stewart 2.2 overs. None for 22 thus far. As Matthew Ford just tightened the gloves. Just redo his gloves. Just to ensure as they set the field, there's a very straight long off, there's a short third man, then there is an extra cover, and there's a man very straight at mid-on, very straight. He's in line with the non-striker. Stewart bowls to 4. The Yorker dug out, squeeze it down to fine leg for 4. So Yorker, he dug it out, squeezed it past the keeper, down to the boundary for 4. West Indies 153 for 6 with 1 to come in over number 19. So he dug out the Yorker and squeezed it away. Good shot there by Matthew Ford between his legs, past the keeper. No one saving that. It gone for 4, down to fine leg. West Indies goes up to 153. 153. Very, very good shot there by Matthew Ford. 153 for 6. 1 to come in over number 19. Stewart over the wicket. Bowls to Ford, and Ford scoop it over the keeper's head. Down behind him for 4. So the score goes up now to 157 for 4. And we probably now need to get 170. Because surely we can get 13 runs off this last over. So 157 for 6. 157 for 6 after 19 overs. Matthew Ford with those 2 last 4 will goes up to 14. So 14, 2 lovely shot there by Matthew Ford, hitting the ball where it is going. Always easier to hit the ball where it is going. And that's why you tend to have fielders at fine leg and third man always. But they've refused to do that. But Matthew Ford, who is a 360 player, just scoop the ball away down towards the boundary for 4. So 157 for 6 West Indies with 1 over to go. We'll see who will bowl this last over. Remind you that Italy won the toss and asked West Indies to bat first. The outstanding batsmen thus far, Shai Hope made 75, Rastan Chase made 24. The other batsmen are in single figures. So the other 4 batsmen, King, Hetmeyer, Powell, and Older all made single fingers. As Hassan bowls down the leg side, White should be signal here. 158 for 6. Both Powell and Older made 9. Hetmeyer made 1. Brandon King made 4. The captain, Shai Hope, made a good, steady 75 from 45 deliveries. And Rastan Chase made 24. So there's a short third man and a backward point as Hassan, the left-arm seamer, he's over the wicket, bowls to Rutherford, and Rutherford steered this away, down backward of square leg. The fielder comes around. He picked it up, and they will come back for 2, bring the West Indies score up to 160 now. So we should try to get at least 10 more out of this over to get it to 170, or 12 more to 172. 3 from the overs thus far. We can make it a 15 runs over. So we'll go to 172, and that, I think, could prove challenging for the Italy batsmen, to score 8.5 runs against the West Indies bowling attack. They would not be able to do so. Well bowled by Hassan. He fired in the Yorker. Rutherford dug it out. They're coming back for 2. Yes, good running. 2 more to the total. 162 for 6. It's just a Yorker which he dugs out, which goes away down towards the cover boundary. The fielder came in, but he could not prevent the 2 as the ball did not travel fast enough, as it just goes right at the edge of that 30-yard circle. So 2 more to the West Indies score, 162 for 6, and we have some spectators there in the stands. So the last 16 balls, West Indies have scored 43 runs. That is good. Hassan, the left arm seamer over the wicket, bowls to Rutherford, who pulls this high in the air down towards deep backward square leg. The fielder comes across and stopped it. He went to the for the catch, and luckily for Italy, the ball just parried to the fielder that is running back from short fine leg. Wow, was that by design? So it was back of a length, and Rutherford looks to pull. The man on the deep backward square leg boundary comes in, and it hit him on his knee and just went straight to the man that is running back from short fine leg, and they only got 1. Wow, that was not by design. If that was design, that was choreographed at its very best. The bowler Hassan, not very happy, thought that the bowler should have gone for the catch. But instead of diving forward, he went with a quarterback slide, you know. But I don't think the catch was on. 163 for 6, 3 to come. We must get to 170. You know, Ford needs to hit 2 4s, or he probably need to hit a 6. This delivery needs to go for a boundary. So let's watch now as Hassan, he continues over the wicket. The left arm seamer bowls to Ford, and Ford slapped it back to the bowler who stopped it from passing him. The score remains at 163 for 6. Wow. This one now, if that one needed to go for a boundary, this one desperately needed to go for a boundary. Desperately needed to go for a boundary, this one. You've got to watch now. 163 for 6 after 19.4 overs. Ford Seckers. He's on 14. West Indies, 163 for 6. We need a boundary here. We need to get it up to 172. 2 boundary will do so. Wide outside the half stump. Wide should be signal. Oh, no. No wide signal. I would love to see the replay. He nailed that Yorker well. Aiming for the white line. Good bowling here by Hassan. Credit have to be given where credit is due. 1 for 22 from his 2.5 overs. 19.5 overs have gone. This is a final delivery of the West Indies innings. The final delivery of the West Indies innings. Let's watch now as Hassan is going to run into bowl to Ford, Matcha Ford, who's on 14. West Indies 163 for 6. Hassan bowls to Ford, and Ford slapped this away. Wide off, long off. They will come back for 2, surely. The return comes in, but Rutherford beats it comfortable, coming back to the non-strikers end. So West Indies will end at 165 for 6. That's a run rate of 8.25. 8.25. We should be able to defend that against Italy. So 8.25, 165 West Indies made for, sorry about that, for 6. I will run through the West Indies batting card for you very quickly. Remind you that Italy won the toss and asked West Indies to bat first. Brandon King, he made 4. He was the first to be dismissed. He made 4 from 6 deliveries. Shimran Etmaya faced 4 deliveries and only made 1. Again, apparently there was some moisture in the pitch at the start of the West Indies innings. Brandon King, who made 4 from 6 deliveries, he was the first to go. He was out in the first ball of the second over. He went with the score on 5. Shimran Etmaya went with the score on 31. For only 1, he faced 4 deliveries. Shai Hope was doing most of the scoring. He was out again after the first ball of the 5th over. West Indies were 31 for 2 after 4.1 overs. Ruston Chase, he came to the crease, and he and the captain, Shai Hope, had some stability to the West Indies innings. But with the score on 95, Ruston Chase was the man to go after 12.3 overs. Ruston Chase caught by Mosca off the bowling of Manatee for 24 from 25 deliveries. He hit 2 4s. Rovman Powell came and he struggled. He faced 9 deliveries for his 9. He hit 1 6 over deep backward square leg. The very next delivery of Manatee, he tried to repeat it and held out to Kal Kumamej on the backward square leg boundary. He went for 9 from 9, hitting 1 6. The next batsman to go was Jason Holder, And just like Rovman Powell, each struggled to get the ball away. He made 9 from 7 deliveries. And just after hitting Kalku Kamech for 6, he held out to Manetti on the long on boundary. Those two repeating the favors to each other as Jason Holder went for 9 from 7 deliveries, hitting 1-6. Matthew Ford came to the crease, 8-16 from 8 deliveries. Shafrain Rutherford remains not out also from 24 from 15 deliveries. West Indies 165 for 6 of their 20 overs. I'll be back with you at the start of the Italy innings. In the meantime, just ask you to tune into some music as I get a cup of tea and a snack to munch on during that time. So we're ready for the start of the Italy innings. They need 166 runs to get a very famous victory over the West Indies. If they can achieve that, I'm sure it will make frontline news in Italy. So the two brothers who knocked off the runs against Nepal, the Mosca brothers, I think they're from Australia, originally born in Australia, but came to Italy at a very young age. The younger brother is a PE teacher, while the older brother works at the juvenile penitentiary, where he teaches youngsters carpentry. So Italy needs 166 to win. So Justin Mosca, one of the brothers, he got a 1 ball, and Anthony Mosca got a 1 ball in the match against England after coming off the ice. So Justin is going to face up first to bowl to Hussein, starting the bowling, and he steered this out into the offside, and there is no run. So Justin facing up first there, just turn it into the onside, and there is no run. Both, as I said, they were born in Australia, then moved to Italy. So Justin faces up now to Akil Hussein, who's round the wicket. The left-arm orthodox spinner short back of a length, and he pulls it down to the man on the square leg boundary. That's Shimran Etmaya under the big broad hat. He moves up, he's off the mark, so Anthony will now comes into strike. So Anthony comes into strike, who is the older of the two brother. Justin is 31 and Anthony is 34. So Italy won without loss after 2 deliveries. Akil Hussein is the bowler for the West Indies, 1 without loss. Here is Akil Hussein. Now he's going to come in. He comes in now to bowl to Anthony. Around the wicket, there's a slip in place, and he covers up and plays it out into the offside, and there is no run. The score remains at 1 without loss. A good start again by Akil Hussein. This is one of the things that we had to lobby for. You know, as supporters of West Indies cricket, we have to practically lobby for him to be able to bowl. So here's Akil Hussein. He's coming round the wicket, comes in, bowls to Anthony Mosca, who looks to sweep. As Shai Hope gathers, we're going to see no wide signal. We have to lobby strongly to get Akil Hussein to open the bowling. And members of this community will know that we lobby. We talk about it a lot, that he needs to open the bowling. I was about to say must have, but we have to lobby, because Blunder Factory would have him open the bowling. Akil Hussein bowls, and that one comes back in sharply to Anthony Mosca. When he managed is to get gloves onto it. I'm going to watch the replay. I think that is gloves that he got onto it. Or did it go through to the keeper? As he was backing away, looked to play a forcing shot. Edge dropped by Shai Hope. So it was an edge, and Shai Hope dropped the catch. So Chase is that Chase or Rovman Powell at first slip? I'll wait again and see, as that looks to be Chase, as Hussein comes in and he looks to sweep and down to fine leg for 4. So he swept that away down to fine leg for 4. That's Anthony Mosca, the younger of the two brothers. End of over number 1. Good over by Akil Hussein. Good over. The score is 5 without loss. Italy looking to get 166 to win. match of 4 to start for the West Indies. There's a slip, a short third man, an extra cover, a straight mid-off, and then a straighter mid-off as that one leaves the left-hander and it goes through to the keeper. So leaving Justin there as it goes through to the keeper, touchdown and leave him as it goes through to the keeper. So Justin originally was a right-handed batsman, but his father batted left-hand, and that's how he started to bat left-hand. So that his first love was football. Match of 4 is going to bowl to Justin Musker. He really get into cricket by following his brother. Just Ford round the wicket, bowls to Justin down the leg side. Shai Hope got a gloves to it, but cannot prevent it from run away into the boundary. We'll wait on the signal, but badly lined there by Match of 4, though it was wide. So 5 runs from that delivery. They are up now to 10 without loss. 10 without loss, Italy. That was badly lined by Match of 4. He needs to get his radar here. We do not have a lot of runs playing with him. Must get his radar here, and he needs to get them quickly. So Justin's face is up to 4. Those round the wicket, bowls to him. He comes on the front foot and he drives. Oh, just past the ball, and the return comes in, hit out the stump at the striker's end, but the batsman is safely home. The score goes up by 1. 11 without loss as Rutherford came in and shied down the stump at the striker's end. The batsmen are safely home, though. It's 11 without loss as Justin came on the front foot and played it just out of the reach of Match of 4, the bowler. It wasn't a chance. Rutherford came in, dead aim, bullseye. The stump knocked out of the ground, but no damage done as the batsman was safely in, 11 without loss. So Anthony Musker will comes into strike. Anthony is the older of the 2 brothers. Almost 30. He will be 35 very shortly, but he's still 34. Justin is 31 years old. Justin is the left-hander. Anthony is the right-hander and the older of the 2. Match of 4 switches now to over the wicket. He comes in, bowls to Anthony, who looks to cut. The ball goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. As he looks to cut that one, the ball goes through to the keeper. He was far from it. As we saw, Shamar Joseph came up on the screen there, and it will be very interesting to see what happened when Shamar, with his extra pace, bowled to these brothers. I guess coming from Australia, they are probably not afraid of the pace. So let's watch now. But would they have faced anything like, well, they did face Jaffer Archer. Well, Anthony only faced 1 ball from Jaffer Archer. Ford comes in as that one comes back into the batsman. He squeezes out into the offside. They go through for a single, 1 more to the total. So 1 more to the total as they just squeeze that one out into the offside for a single. And the score goes up by 1 to 12. 12 now without loss in over number 2. It has been bowled by Match of 4. 12 without loss in over number 2, Italy. Replying to 165 made by the West Indies. They need 166 to win. Match of 4, the West Indies seamer is going to come in now. Jason Holder is at slip. He's round the wicket to the left-hander who got one, came back sharply to him. Oh, it knocked over his stump. It knocked over his stump as that came back in sharply. And Justin Musker is gone for 2 from 5 deliveries. Match of 4 once again get in a breakthrough in his first over. That one came back in sharply to him. We'll look and see if he gets an inside edge. No inside edge, beat between bat and pad. Well bowled Match of 4 as that seam off the pitch back into the batsman who looks to covers up, but it came back in and he's shaking his head and he probably saying, boy, I've not faced deliveries like those before, you know. Those deliveries are not bowled in associate member cricket, and it's a learning curve as that one came back in very, very sharply to the batsman and he's out. So Match of 4 gets the breakthrough that West Indies have been looking for. So the delay in play was due to Matchford breaking the bails after he got that wicket. So they had was to change the bail. So that's what caused the delay in the play, as the bails, one of the bails was broken as Matchford knocked back the off stump of Justin Muska. So the new batsman is Zain. I think it's Zain Navik is his name. I think his first name is Zain, Z-A-I-N. I think so. I will check on it. They're still checking the bails at this time. Still checking the bails. I think the new batsman is Zain Navik. Well, the ICC would have sent you the play in 11. So, Sid Navik, S-Y-E-D. Okay, so where do I get Zain from? Well, the 11 that ICC issued is Sid Navik. So Sid Navik is the 11. Jason Older today playing in his 300 T20 international. Congratulations to the big man, Jason Lazy Older. Congratulations to you, boss. Well done. You have done well for yourself and your family. Congratulations. So 12 for 1, Italy. As the issue with the bails, you know, there's some technology behind it. They have to make sure that the base is lit, lighting and so on. 12 for 1. After 1.5 overs. The West Indies fielders just lazing around the field. This is becoming a very long delay now, but we are finally ready. 12 for 1, Matchford will move into Navik. There's a slip in place. Older is that slip, bowls, and that one came back sharply to the right hand. Who squeezed it out to chase at backward point, and there is no run. So finally, the second over have been completed with Italy 12 for 1 after 2 overs. 12 for 1 Italy after 2 overs, and I'm sure the West Indies players are going to change over quickly for the next over. So West Indies striking in that over as Matchford got the breakthrough, get rid of the opener, Justin Muska, as that one came back in sharply to the left-hander between the gate and bowled him down. So 5 for Muska, Anthony Muska, and Navik is yet to score. Hussain will continue. They're going to have a problem against Hussain, I think. I don't think these guys can really manage Hussain. Here he is now. There's a slip in place. So we notice that Chase is at slip for Hussain down the pitch, and he hit it over the top. It going out towards long on, and Lazy Older gave chase and reel it in, sends the return in, and they went back for 2. 14 for 1. After 2.1 overs. 14 for 1 after 2.1 overs. Italy. Here is Akil Hussain now, the left-arm orthodox spinner. In recent time, we've seen him, well, it's more than just recent. For quite a while now, he bowls that arm ball that seams into the batsman, that curves it in the air. And then on pitching, it seams back into the batsman. So it started at a wide angle and start comes into him all the way, coming into him. And most time, if you are not used to it, it will bowl you through the gate. 14 for 1. Here's Akil Hussain. The left-arm orthodox spinner is round the wicket. He comes in, he bowls, and Muska swings this away down to deep mid-wicket over the top. 6 runs, lovely shot. So that was the arm ball. That was the seam-up delivery coming into Muska, and he swung it away over deep mid-wicket for 6. Hussain have conceded 13 runs thus far. That's a surprise to me. But he missed his length there. And once he missed his length, the batsman slug sweep. So good shot there by Anthony Muska. The older of the 2 brothers, the younger one, is back in the pavilion. Anthony got a 1 ball from Jafra Archer. But he is now on 13 from 9, 20 for 1 after 2.3 overs. This is not a bad start by Italy, you know. Not a bad start, 20 off 2.3 overs. Now, the difference is that can Hussein close out this over and don't concede any more runs, then that would swing it in the favor of the West Indies. But they are just chasing 8 runs and over, 8.3 thereabout. Hussein round the wicket, bowls to Anthony Maska. The ball comes into him, dive there by Brandon King at Shimran Etmaya covers, who parries it to the fielder, and they stay in their crease. Good effort there by Shimran Etmaya cover as he dived and stopped that one partially, so it bunks away to support that extra cover, and there was no run. So that's the field for the West Indies. There's a deep gully, there's a backward point, there's a cover, there's an extra cover in the mid-half. Akil Hussain is going to bowl to Muska. He has a deep mid-wicket and a long on. He's in now, round the wicket. Bowls to Muska, and Muska swings this high in the air. It gone a long way. It's 6 more runs. Oh, he's playing Hussain well, you know. He's taking a liking to Hussain. He's picking him. 26 now for 1, and this becoming a very good start. This is a really good start here. So he's picking Hussain. You have to pick your batter sometimes. And while we are all in favor of Akil Hussain opening the bowling, we cannot be book-like, courtesy of Mr. Joel Andrew. We cannot be book-like. We have to be flexible. And so maybe we'll have to pull him off this over and bring in some pace from Shamar Joseph. So we'll probably have to go with Shamar Joseph. I think we'll bowl out Matcha Ford. Hussain comes in and he looks to sweep again, and he's out caught at short fine leg and he has to go. And so that changes everything as he looks to sweep Akil Hussain. He's gone for 19. Shamar Joseph, who I just mentioned, took the catch, and the Italian spectators are shaking their head because they are sad as Muska looked to sweep the wily Akil Hussain, and he finds the man at short fine leg, and he's gone. Shamar Joseph taking a comfortable catch just about head height, probably at his throat, and he's gone. He punches his bat like a madman, Anthony Muska, but he has to get off the field. 26 for 2, trying to hit the big bowler for 6s. And so that changes everything, and you'll give Hussain the 3rd over. 26 for 2, Italy. After 3, Hussain picking up a wicket. Ford over the wicket, bowls to Navik down the leg side. Shai Hope moves across and collect wide signal by the umpire. 27 for 2. So there was Anthony Muska trying to take out the bowling of Akil Hussain. Hit him for 2 sixes in the over. But in the end, Akil Hussain has the last laugh. And by getting that wicket off that delivery, I would bowl him the next over. So, yes, I would bowl him a 3rd over. You know, that one just dumbstruck the Italian fans. Ford bowls, pull, bottom edge it down to fine leg. It will run away towards the fielder and the fine leg boundary. That's Shimran Etmaya. So 1 more to the total. 28 now for 2. So Hussain just adjusting his line, probably slowing up that. I would love to see the speed on that one. I think it was a bit slower than the previous 2 that he hit for 6. And Shamar Joseph taking a good catch at short fine leg. 28 now for 2. Matcha Ford in his 2nd over. He was the one who got the breakthrough in his 1st over. So there's a physio coming out on the field for one of the Italian players. So there's a physio coming out on the field for one of the Italian players. So there's going to be a break in play. So that looks to be smooth. So there's going to be a break in play. There's, Ian Bishop, giving some word of advice and encouragement to Matthew Ford, or probably Matthew Ford showing him something what he's doing, So while there's this break in play, I'm just trying to finish up my snack. So listen to a few more music. I will not let you miss a ball. Trust me, I'm just trying to finish up my snack. I soon finish right now. So they are leaving the field. It looks like over that Matthew Ford bowl, there's always a long delay. So Smuts is facing up to Ford, who's over the wicket, bowls to Smut, who plays it out into the offside. The man at extra cover field, and there is no run. 28 for 2. Matthew Ford in his second over, 1 for 9 from 1.2 overs. The other bowler to get the breakthrough, Akil Hussain. He has completed his 2 overs, and his 2 overs have gone for 19 runs. As Anthony Muska looks to take him to the cleaners, but he came back well with that last delivery. Matthew Ford is going to bowl to Smuts. He comes in, bowls to Smuts, back of a length, who whips it away down to the deep, long on boundary for 4. I really think that was a nothing ball from Matthew Ford. It sat up to be hit, and the batsman playing it with almost a straight bat. The bat was probably at a 30-degree angle. It was not fully straight, but just probably at about a 30-degree angle, as he just pulled it away down to the deep, long on area, wide of where you would have a long on. Sorry. And it went into the boundary for 4. 32 without loss. The Italians playing their shots here. So they are playing their shots here. They're not lying down. That's a 33rd boundary. So he pulls away at the last moment. Let's watch now as Matthew Ford is over the wicket now. It comes in, bowls to Smut, and Smut covers up and plays that one into the covers. Ruston Chase scoops on it like a hawk, like an eagle. And he field, and there is no run. So here's it. I think it was a slower delivery. No, it wasn't much slower. It probably was a bit fuller. It wasn't much slower. It was a bit fuller, and he was unable to get under it. So, well, bowler Akil was saying. So Matthew Ford now in his second over, 1.4 overs, 1 for 13. He comes in over the wicket, bowls to J.J. Smuts, who looks to work that into the onside. It comes off the body. Ruston Chase came in and shy at the non-striker's end, unnecessarily so, because if that ball hit the stump and goes away for 4, he will hold his head and would probably say that there was a chance. And there's Shai Hope saying to him, don't bother with that. That's unnecessary. We do not need to do that. You're not going to run out the batsman from there, and they're not going for a single. So 32 for 2, because let's take this delivery from Matthew Ford, and then we come back to that. He starts those little jinxing move as he moves in now. He bowls to J.J. Smuts, who looks to turn it into the onside. It comes off the leading edge and goes out into the offside. So 1 for 13 from Matthew Ford, 2 overs. Italy 32 for 2 after 4. They are on the rate because they are going at 8 runs per over. They have lost 2 wickets. So Navik is on 1, J.J. Smuts is on 4. So what Shai Hope was basically saying to Ruston Chase, if you're at the non-strikers end and you're backing up and the ball goes to backward point, can backward point run you out when you're not going for a single, you're just backing up? So it's the same thing for the other batsman. You're risking giving away runs, you know, because the batsman is just backing up. You're not going to run him out from backward point. He's not going for a single. He's just backing up the natural flow of the game. You cannot run him out from backward point. You don't need to throw at the stump, especially so hard. You don't need to do that. It ricochets off the stump and it goes for 4 years older. He's over the wicket, bowls to Navik, who played it down the outside of the pitch, and there is no run. The score remains at 32 for 2. 32 for 2. We are in it. Sorry about that. We are in over number 5. Jason Holder bowling his first over. 32 for 2 as Jason Holder starts his first over. One delivery thus far, no run off it. Yes, Jason Holder now. He's going to move in now. This is over number 5. He comes in over the wicket, bowls to the right-handed Navik, who cannot beat the man at cover. That's Ruston Chase as he looks to play that one off the up. It goes to Chase at cover. The score remains at 32 for 2 as he tried to pierce that gap. So there's the mid-off, there's the extra cover, there's the cover point, and then there's a backward point, and then there's a slip. So there's a short third man. There's no backward point. There's a short third man. Thought he was a little squarer than that, but as the image goes around, realized that he was a short third man. So Holder comes in now, bowls pitched up, slashed away over the top, down towards the fielder on the backward point boundary, who sends the return in. That's Shafane Rutherford. Shai Hope took it above his head. The fielders were running to back up. It wasn't the best of show throwing from Shafane Rutherford as Shai Hope has to take it high above his head. 33 for 2 after 4.3 overs. Holder in his first over. None for 1 from 3 deliveries. Is there a slight limp we are seeing there from Jason Holder? I hope not, as we get towards the business end of the tournament. Italy, their final match of World Cup, their debut World Cup. Smuts faces up to Holder, back of a length, and he plays it down the inside of the pitch. The big, tall, lanky fast bowler just skips across, stopped it with his boot, then picks it up with his hand and tosses it to the fielder close by as he walks back to the top of his mark. None for 1 from his 4 deliveries. Smuts remained on 4 from 6 deliveries. Navik is on 2 from 5 deliveries. Italy looking to get 166 to win. They are 33 for 2. 33 for 2 as we pushed up towards 3 o'clock in Jamaica. Here is Jason Holder. Over the wicket, bowls to Smuts, and Smuts drive and misses outside the off stump through to the keeper. The score remains at 33 for 2. So Holder there just pitching up the batsman, nowhere near the line of the ball, nowhere near the length of the ball. He saw it pitched up on 5th stump and he decided to fire his bat at it, but it beats him because his foot was nowhere near it, his bat was nowhere near it, and it goes through to the ball, to the keeper. So Jason Holder just collapsing that front leg there. He needs it to brace a little more and throws himself over it. Maybe that's why he has never been an out-and-out fast bowler, you know, because that left leg is just collapsing at the crease instead of being braced. So end of the over. It's 33 for 2. 1 run coming from that Jason Holder over. Good start from him. Very, very good start by Jason Holder. Oh, I said Jason. Oh, that's not my name for him, you know. So schoolboy cricket continues in Jamaica today with another slate of matches. I saw 6 matches for the rural era and 7 matches for the urban era. I think 7 matches for the 6 matches for the rural Jamaica and 6 matches for the, so 12 matches is played. There will be 12 matches on tomorrow in schoolboy cricket. So if you're in Jamaica and you have a hour or 2, you can just go and tune in. I know that to watch schoolboy cricket all day, it's, you know, you have to work and so on. So match of 4 then is 3rd. So they're going to probably bowl through match of 4 as the batsman swings at that one taken on the body, and it goes down to a short 3rd man. The fielder comes in, and there is no run. Italy remains at 33 for 2. Matthew Ford in his third over, 1 for 13 thus far. Navik is on 2, is really struggling to get the ball off the square. Really struggling to get the ball off the square. So showing you back the 2 wickets that West Indies picked up. Matthew Ford getting Justin Mosak bowled through the gate, and Anthony Mosca looking to sweep too often against Akil Hussain, and he was caught at short fine leg off the bowling of Shamar Joseph. So there's another, so once again, another over by Matthew Ford, the start of another over by Matthew Ford. Once again, there's delay in play for the start of that another over by Matthew Ford. Very, very, very interesting that every time Matthew Ford to bowl a over, once he start the over, there's always a delay in play. So there's another delay in play. So it gives me an opportunity to go through the West Indies batting innings. For those, I know persons are joining us all the time. Brandon King, he went for 4. Shai Hope went for 75. Shimron Hetmeyer went for 1. Ruston Chase went for 24. Rothman Paul went for 9. Jason Older went for 9 also. Shafane Rutherford was not out 24. And Matthew Ford was not out 16. I think they're going to take the opportunity to do the break that they usually do. So at this time, I just want to say to you all, check out Gerald Music. There is his picture on the screen. The link is in the video description. Check out Gerald Music for the latest new release. Discover hot new albums from Gerald Music. The link is in the video description. And his musics are on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube.com, TikTok, Facebook, Apple Music, Instagram. So you can check out his music there. And also, please remember to visit the Cricket Forum store. You know, visit the Cricket Forum stores where you have a wide range of cricket supplies. You can get cricket supplies there, other items for your home, other fashion items. So there's a wide range of things you can get on the Cricket Forum store and Amazon.com. Please click on the link in the video description and go to the Cricket Forum store. So both links are in the video description. And to join the discussion, to be a part of the discussion, know that there are a number of members. We saw people joining the club, but they are quiet members, or probably they don't. Well, we have seen from Roxon, and we have seen from Kervin Duncan. We have seen them make their comments, but most members are quiet. So we need to build up that club, you know, and it will take time, but we have quite a few members in the club already. But as usual, just like you will have 500-600 persons watching the video, but there's only a few commenting. It's the same thing in the club. There's a lot of persons. There are a good number of persons have joined the club thus far, but as usual, only a few persons are commenting. But you can become a member of the Cricket Forum Club. The link is in the video description, or you can go to patreon.com/the Cricket Forum and become a member of the Cricket Forum Club and join the discussion. So the break is gone now, the strategic timeout. So they use 1 stone, kill 2 birds. As Matthew Ford is going to continue. So there's a short third man, a backward point, a cover point, extra cover, a mid-off. That's the field on the offside as Matthew Ford to bowl his third over. 1 for 13 from 2.1. Navik is on 2. Smut is on 4. Is Navik facing. Ford over the wicket, bowls to Navik, who pulls this away down towards square leg. The fielder comes around from backward square leg. He tosses it to the man and coming away round from deep mid-wicket and sends the returning 2 more to the total. 35 for 2. So that's Shimron Hetmeyer coming around from deep backward square leg, relaying the ball to Shafane Rutherford coming off the deep mid-wicket boundary. And they are through for 2. 35 for 2. So Jason Holder just make sure taking care of the ball. Good work there by Holder, taking care of the ball. So Navik seconds now as Ford is the right arm seamer, is over the wicket, bowls to Navik, who looks to pull again, bottom edge it, down towards backward square leg. Hetmeyer should get that. tumbling save by Shimron Etmire. He never pick up cleanly, and which allows the batsman to come back for 2. So 2 more to Navik, who is now just really swinging from his hip. 37 for 2, just swinging from his hip. And as I talk about swinging from the hip, the West Indies women will play Sri Lanka tomorrow morning, starting at 8:30 Jamaica time. So those matches are being played at St. George's. I think St. George's is in Grenada. I think so. So West Indies is going to play 3 ODI against Sri Lanka women. 4 bowls to Navit Bakafalensi, swing, misses, through to the keeper. The score remains at 37 for 2. Yes, so we're playing against the Sri Lankan women starting tomorrow morning. So if you are in Grenada, please go down and watch the women. Give them your support. Trying to get an interview with Shane Dietz, unable to do so. The email that I have for him, he no longer has it. Or probably they blocked my email. Apparently he's hiding and he's dodging, because he realized that although so much money was spent on the camp, there was no visible improvement in the West Indies women team as 4 bowls to Navit. This is high in the air. Let's see who goes back. Shamar Joseph went back, took the catch, and Navit gone and is out of his misery. So he was put out of his misery there as match of 4 picks up another wicket. 2 for 17 from 2.5 overs. Shamar Joseph just going back from short third man as the batsman looks to swing. As I told you, he was just swinging from his hip. It got the toe in of the bat and it went high in the air, and Shamar Joseph just backpedaling and took the catch above his head. Macho Ford picking up his 2nd wicket. Italy 37 for 3. Welcome to the big boys game, Italy. 37 for 3 there. This is not Nepal. This is the real deal as West Indies seek to continue their momentum. 37 for 3 there as Macho Ford struck for the 2nd time. Now there's a big question to be asked, you know. Really, really big question. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be in the shoe of Blunder Factory and Shai Hope right now. Definitely wouldn't want to be in their shoe, because Romario Shepherd got a hat-trick. When Romario Shepherd, he got 5 wickets in a match, including an hat-trick. In the match against England, when England took out Holder, the captain went to Shepherd, and Shepherd nicked off, well, not really nicked off, but he got rid of Salt, who have always been, it's like he's seasoned our meat, and he's always been a thorn in our team, and he knocked him over. But then since that over, he has not bowled in the tournament. And although I have no official communication from Cricket West Indies, I am of the opinion that he's having a little nigger. So Ford is over the wicket, bowls to the new batsman, who is Manetti, who plays that down the offside of the pitch to the bowler, who field in his follow through. So match of 4, 3 overs, 2 for 17. Italy 37 for 3 with Manetti yet to score, and his partner Sumut is on 4. Sorry, he's on 4 as the score came off the screen there. So what do you do on Matthew Ford in his previous match? 1 for 10 from 4 overs. In this match, 2 for 17 from 3 overs thus far. And I think Shai Hope having a word with him there. I saw him holding on to his thigh. Probably hope no damage is done. Holding on to his thigh there. So really hope that no damage is done. 37 for 3, Italy. So all that to bowl is 2nd. His first over went for only 1 run. Can you imagine? He got 4 in this previous match. Big decision, as that one is driven down to long on for a singer. The fielder came off the boundary. That's Ravman Powell sends the return in. So Smith will goes up to 5, and Manetti will comes into strike. He's yet to score. You know, Shai Hope dropping a catch in Hussein first over. They're just going back through the first 6 overs to show you what happened. Yes, so after Anthony Moscow was dropped off Hussein. He decided that he's going to start to slug sweep him, and he slug swept him for 2 sixes before Hussein got the better of him. So Shamar Joseph, he has taken 2 catches so far as Jason Holder, he bowls to the right-handed Smuts, who played, Manetti should say, Smuts came off strike. It's Manetti, the new batsman. He turned it into backward point, and there is no run. The score remains at 38 for 3. So Manetti is on naught after facing 2 deliveries. Smuts is on 5 after facing 9 deliveries. 38 for 3. As here is Holder. He's over the wicket, bowls down the leg side. Hope takes it high, he appeal, trying to stifle the wide. Wide signal by the umpire though. That was clearly trying to stifle the wide. The score goes up by 1 to 39 for 3 now. 39 for 3, the score goes up by 1. He's not going to review it. He was just trying to stifle the wide. 39 for 3. So Manetti, the Australian born, is yet to score. He has faced 2 deliveries. JJ Smuts, I think he's from South Africa. He's on 5 from 9 as Holder makes his way in. He's over the wicket, bowls, who steered away down to backward point where Ruston Chase stopped it from passing him, did not pick up cleanly, but it bounced in front of him, so the batsman could not do anything about it. And so they stayed in their crease. The score is 39 for 3. Jason Holder, in his second over, he has only conceded 3 runs thus far. You recall in the previous match, he conceded only 4 runs from his first 2 overs while picking up 2 wickets. He begins to move in now. He hopped over the wicket, bowls to Manetti, who swings this away over deep backward square leg. It gone into the stand for 6. So he just picked it up and swung it away over deep backward square leg for 6. So I think that's the first 6 that has been, he conceded a 6, I think, in his final over in the previous match. I was going to say, I think that was the first 6 that being hit off Jason Holder in 3 matches, but he conceded a 6 in the last over that he bowled in the previous match. He conceded a 6 against Nepal. So not true if I should have said that. 45 for 3, Holder, none for 9. From his 1.4 overs, comes in down the leg side again. This is wide, 5 wide. Oh, he's losing his radar here now. He's losing his radar. So 4 signal by the umpire. We're going to check this and to see. Well, leg by, it came, or luckily it came off the batsman. So leg by there as Holder was probably a little too straight. Was too straight, and then down the leg side, the batsman looked to clip it. It came off the pad, beat the die of Shai Hope, and it goes into the boundary at fine leg for 4, leg by. So 49 for 3. As here's Holder now. Need to get that line outside the half stump. These Italians cannot bat outside the half stumps. You see a 4th stump, and he covers up and played it to backward point. There's no run there. It's easy to bowl to these Italians. They cannot bat outside the half stump. 49 for 3 after 7. Holder, none for 9 from 2. Manetti is on 6. With him, JJ Smuts is on 5. So an Australian and a South African at the moment are batting for Italy. Our game is truly a universal game, isn't it? Truly a universal game. Manetti is on 6. Smuts is on 5. Italy, 49 for 3. Gudakesh Moti is going to come into the attack now. Are they able to bat Gudakesh Moti? It will be very interesting. 49 for 3 after 7. Remind you that West Indies made 166 with Shai Hope top scoring with 75 from 45 deliveries. So our next match is against Zimbabwe on Monday. Monday morning at 8:30 Jamaica time. We'll play Zimbabwe in the first of our quarterfinals, or if you prefer to say Super 8. So we'll play Zimbabwe in the first of our Super 8 match as Moti comes in, bowls to the right-handed JJ Smuts, who turn it away to the man at short fine leg. That's Holder for another single. So Italy have brought up their half century, 50 for 3 after 7.1 overs. They are so happy that they punch gloves about it. Yes, so they are so happy that they punch gloves about it. So Gudakesh Moti has developed into a mistress spinner now. As he comes in round the wicket, bowls to the right-handed Manetti, who heaves this down to the fielder at long off, who came across field on the practice pitches and sends the return in. One more to the score. Remember the days when those practice pitches were in front of the scoreboard at Sabina Park? There used to be one there. It's no longer there. Moti comes in, bowls to Smut, who looks to cut. He gets it away down to the fielder coming off the cover boundary. That's Shamar Joseph, who sends the return into Shai Hope. One more to the Italian total. They move up to 52 for 3 in over number 8. 7.3 overs. Moti, none for 3 from his first 3 deliveries. 3 singles. Manetti is on strike. He's on 7 from 7. Round the wicket, comes in, bowls to Manetti off the back foot. This time he cannot beat extra cover. So the score remains at 52 for 3, 7.4 overs. Gudakesh Moti is in again. He's going through his over very fast. He comes in, bowls to Manetti, who works this away down to backward of square leg. Older has to move from short fine leg. He limits them to 1. The score goes up by 1 now to 53 for 3 after 7.5 overs. Sumot comes into strike. He's on 7. Manetti is on 8. Gudakesh Moti, the final delivery of over number 1 for him. He comes in round the wicket, bowls to the right-hander, who works it off his pad. Probably a little straight. The man will comes off the deep square leg boundary. That's Shimran Etmaya, and he sends the return to Shai Hope, who has to move from behind the stumps and catch it. And so 1 more to the total. 54 for 3 at the end of 8. 54 for 3 at the end of over number 8. As we arrive at 3 o'clock on Thursday morning in Jamaica. 3 o'clock on this February morning in Jamaica, February 19, 2026. 54 for 3. You know, today's what? Thursday, Tuesday night, I got the sad news that my friend, Mark Damien, more known as Mark Damien Tamlin, my friend was a farmer, that his mother passed on. You know, so I wish Damien Tamlin all the comfort at this time. You know, speaking to him yesterday. You know, so here's Shamar Joseph, though, the right-arm seamer. He's going to bowl to Smuts. He comes in, bowls to Smuts, who drive high in the air. The field at mid-off, running back. That's lazy holder. And wow, he was really motoring, but going nowhere. They got 2, though. 2 for the 2 more to the total. 56 now for 3 after 8.1 overs. 56 for 3 after 8.1 overs. Smuts moves up to 10. Manetti is on 8. Shamar Joseph, yes, delivered some quick deliveries in the 140s in this tournament thus far for the West Indies. He's over the wicket, bowls, beaten outside the half stump. He was late. J.C. Smuts was late. And again, I'm just saying that back of a length, that probably about, you don't need to bowl 7 meters or 8 meters to this guy. You probably need to bowl about 6. About 6 meters to them, bowling about 5th, 6th stump, 4th, 5th stump to them, and they can't score. They can't score. That was 144 click, you know. 144 click, 143.8 to be exact. Joseph, he's over the wicket. He bowls to Smut, who looks to pull, and that ball almost kills Shai Hope as it rises steeply towards his chest. You have to get out of the way and then get the gloves to it, you know. So that's the line I'm saying. You bowl to these guys. That's the line. That's the length. Just about 6.5 meters to them outside the half stump, 4th, 5th stump. And they just can't bat it. You know, they are just don't ready for that type of cricket yet. So Shamar Joseph, bowling at 144 click. These guys are not able to get to him. You need a third man and a backward point for these guys. Joseph bowls much straighter, so he was able to ease it to mid-off, and they go through for a single, because that was much straighter, more on the stump. So he came forward and he blocked it. And it goes to mid-off, and they get a singer. So that was older as it stroked to him. Becoming a 1-run, is he becoming a 1-run boundary these days? You know? 57 for 3 after 8.4 overs. Manetti comes into strike. He's an 8 from 9 deliveries, 57 for 3. As we watch Shamar Joseph, who begins to move in now. Backward point cover and mid-off in the circle. Outside the half stump again. The batsman cut and misses. Got the edge. He's out caught behind. Oh, he's out caught behind. That's the line. That's the length. Outside the half stump and you're going to get them. So he's out caught behind. 57 for 4 now. Italy. Manetti goes outside the half stump once again. They cannot play it from there. Back of a length this time. Probably not quite the 6.5 that I asked for. More likely about 8.5. But then they just cannot play that line. They cannot play that line. And hopefully the analysts is listening to me as usual and will now tell them that they just cannot play the line outside the half stump. 4th, 5th stump to these guys. 6th stump is a waste of time. They won't get to it. If you want them to get the edge, you have to bowl 4th, 5th stump. That's 6.5, anywhere between 6.5 and 8 meters, as it's proved a while ago. That was just about probably 8.5 meters. He looks to cut, but he just cannot get up to it. And Manetti goes and replaced by another Manetti. So one Manetti gone, and is replaced by another Manetti. I would just check. This is B Manetti. Benjamin Manetti comes to the crease. Harry Manetti was the batsman that was dismissed. So Harry Manetti was dismissed, and Benjamin Manetti is now at the crease. So Benjamin Manetti is replacing. Are they brothers? I can double check if they are brothers. They may well be brothers. So Benjamin Manetti is going to face up now to Shamar Joseph. Comes in bowls much straighter. So he was able to cover up and play it back down the half side of the pitch. So Shamar Joseph striking in his first over. 1 for 3 from his first over as West Indies look to put these Italian in their places and continue that winning streak and maintain the momentum. They are 57 for 4 after 9 overs. 57 for 4 after 9 overs. I'll run through the West Indies bowling card for you very quickly. Akil Hussain, 2 overs, 1 for 19. Matthew Ford, 3 overs, 2 for 17. Jason Older, 2 overs, none for 9. Gudakesh Moti, 1 over. I think 6 runs went from it. And then Shamar Joseph, 1 over, 1 for 3. So Gudakesh Moti to continue. His first over went for 2 runs. His first over went for 5. Moti comes in, bowls off the back foot. They steered away, wide of long off. Was to give her. Oh, Powell stopped it with his shoes on the practice pitch, and they will come back for 2. So 2 more to Italy. 59 for 4. You don't want to dive on the practice pitches, don't. Yes, he did. Was he moving that smoothly? He never looked fleet-footed as one would hope, but he got the job done and stopped it. You know, Gudakesh Moti comes in now, bowls to Smuts, and Smuts covers up and blocked it in front of him. Shai Hope from behind the crease picked up. Every time I see a fielder do that, what Rovman Powell did right then, Nix McLean comes to mind. Every time. You know, it's something that I don't like. As the batsman looks to sweep, taken on the pad, it goes out into the offside, leg by signal by the umpire. 60 for 4, Italy, after 9.3 overs. Every time I have seen a fielder done that, it reminds me of Nix McLean. I remember Nix McLean and how that really set back his career, because although he played for West Indies after that, he was never the same bowler. And one wonders if he was then didn't have the confidence after to just attack the crease and put pressure on that anchor, you know, as he was about to gather, because, you know, you have to gather off the right anchor. I think it was the right anchor that was damaged. And he was never the same bowler after that as he was the bowler before that. And every time I saw a fielder doing that, it reminds me of that incident in a cringing manner. Gudakesh Moti, he comes in, bowls off the back foot, goes Smuts, cannot beat the fielder at cover point. That's Ruston Chase, good stop. End of Moti's second over, 61 for 4 after 10. So Smuts is on 13, and Benjamin Manetti will face strike, and I guess Shamar Joseph will bowl another over. So just need to keep it outside the half stump to these guys. Just keep it outside the half stump, and surely they will not be able to get rid of the ball. That's all you need to do. Keep it outside the half stump to these guys, and these batsmen cannot score you. So we're gonna look again and see now. See 61 for 4 after 10. So we play Zimbabwe. So you can, if you have your pen or if your memory is better than mine, you know, I'm not saying that I have such good memory. So I will give you the fixture after this delivery from Shamar Joseph. He was much straighter, which allowed Benjamin Manetti to swing it down to mid-wicket. As you know, as I told you, that's how these guys play. It's easy to swing through the hand side. And I heard a gentleman on radio station in Jamaica saying that it's easier to play the hand drive. When you ask him what is the hand drive, he tried to put it forward as any shot in the offside. That if you give somebody a bat, the first place they're going to swing to is through the hand side. That is not the hand drive. You know, what's standard is on radio in Jamaica now, you know, what's standard, and especially this sports radio. Shamar Joseph outside the half stump, and once you bowl outside the half stump, what happened? The ball goes through to the keeper. Simple as that. So the fixtures, we will play against Zimbabwe on Monday morning, 8:30 Jamaica time. We will then play South Africa, 4:30 Thursday morning. 4:30 Thursday morning, we'll play against South Africa. And then 8:30 next Sunday. Not this Sunday coming, next Sunday, we play our final Super 8 match against India. That match will be played at Eden Gardens as Shamar Joseph looked to go for the Yorker and straight in length, and the batsman clips it down to the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4. Don't get greedy, Shamar Joseph. Discipline needed. These batsmen cannot play you from outside the half stump. You don't need to try to york them down. He missed the Yorker, low full toss, and Benjamin Manetti just played it down to the mid-wicket boundary in the gap between deep mid-wicket and long on for 4. Don't need to be bowling that to these batsmen. They will not be able to play you. He comes in now, bowls outside the half stump, cut away down to backward point for 4 more. So that was really a long up. There's nothing on it. It was outside the half stump, back of a length, not the length that I asked for, too short. And the batsman was able to cut it away down to the backward point boundary for 4. That's not the length. That's not the length. The line was probably okay. But when you bowl it at that length, you allow them to free their arm. They see the ball because it's back of a length. You need to pitch it up just between 8 meters and 6.5. Here's Shamar, comes in, bowls as he squared up the batsman that time. JJ Smuts, it goes out into the offside. Chase comes in, cannot prevent the single. 70 for 4 after 10.5. 70 for 4 after 10.5. Persons waking up all the time, so I'm going to run through the West Indies scorecard after this delivery from Shamar Joseph. Thank everyone for tuning in. Join the conversation on patreon.com/the Cricket Forum. The link is in the video description. You can click on the link in the video description and join the conversation. Persons waking up all the time. I'll go through the West Indies scorecard. Shamar Joseph bowl, back of a length. And Benjamin Manetti swings this down to deep mid-wicket. 72 for 4 at the end of over number 11. So persons waking up all the time. I'll run through the West Indies scorecard very quickly for you. Brandon King, he made 4 from 6 deliveries. Shai Hope, top score with 75 from 46 deliveries. He hit 6 fours and 4 sixes. Shimran Etmaya made 1 from 4 deliveries. Ruston Chase, 24 from 25 deliveries. He hit 2 fours. Rovman Powell, 9 from 9, hitting 1 6. Shafin Rutherford was not out, 24 from 15 deliveries, 2 fours, 1 6. Jason Older made 9 from 7. He hit 1 6. And Matthew Ford not out, 16 from 8. He hit 3 fours. West Indies 165 for 6 as Gudakesh Moti comes in, bowls to Benjamin Manetti, back of a length, hit it down towards the fielder on the long on boundary for 1 more. The score goes up by 1 to 74 for 4. In reply to West Indies 166. Italy 74 for 4. In reply to West Indies 176. So they need a further 92 runs to win from 52 deliveries. As we looks for Gudakesh Moti now to comes into bowl to the right-handed Benjamin Manetti, replacing his brother Harry Manetti at the crease. JJ Smuts from South Africa and Benjamin Manetti from Australia, but they are representing Italy. Down the leg side by Gudakesh Moti, I think wide will be signal. Yes, wide signal now. So one more to the total, 75 for 4. Gudakesh Moti is going to comes in now. 2 deliveries in his third over. None for 11 from 2.2. There's a good crowd there now. Shot, back of a length, pulls, down to long on. Similar shot. He's staying on his back foot there. 76 now for 4. Smuts looking to stay on his back foot. Not coming forward. So hopefully, if he goes back on strike, Moti can pull him forward and get the edge. Probably put in a slip and probably bowl a flipper to him or something. Moti bowls. Down the pitch comes Benjamin Manetti. Swings from his hip. The fielder comes in. Match a 4 off the long on boundary. Toss the ball back to the bowler. So just showing they are staying on their back foot. They are not coming forward. So the length probably needs to be a little fuller to them. And that's why specialist. Let's watch Moti though. He bowls as the batsman looks to sweep. It comes off the body. Holder gave chase. Picks up. Our holder ambers after it. Picks up one more. Leg by signal. 78 for 4 with 1 to coming over number 12. 1 delivery to coming over number 12 as the batsman seconds to face up to Gudakesh Moti. Comes in round the wicket. Ball swung away in the air. Down towards deep backward square leg. And he's out. Another catch for Shamar Joseph. His third. That's JJ Smuts. Gone for 24 from 26. Another catch for Shamar Joseph. That's his third catch. So Moti got the wicket. 1 for 13 from 5. So of the 5 dismissals thus far, Shamar Joseph has been involved in 4 of them. He took the catch. The only one that he has not been involved in is the wicket that was bowled when Matthew Ford bowled Justin Mosak through the gate. So Shamar Joseph has been involved in 4 of the 5 dismissals. He took the catch at short fine leg for the dismissal of Anthony Muska of Akil Hussain. Then he took a catch of Matthew Ford running back at short third man. Then he got the wicket as he got the batsman caught behind of Shai Hope. And now he took a catch down on the deep backward square leg boundary to get rid of Smuts. So he has been involved in 4 of the 5 wickets as 78 for 5. Moti picking up his first wicket, 3 overs, 1 for 13. That's Gudakesh Moti, 78 for 5 after 12. I saw Holder tossing the ball from hand to hand. Is he coming back into the attack? Yes. He has bowled well, 2 overs, none for 9. You know, and when you considered that one of those deliveries went for 6, you know, it was good. It has been good bowling by Jason Holder. So his next level deliveries, they have conceded only 3 runs. So there's a short third man as Holder comes in, bowls to the batsman taken on the pad. I'll run through the crease, the field for you very quickly. So the short third man, a man on the deep wide third man boundary, or you could say a fine backward point. Then there's a sweeper patrol in the cover boundary. Then you have an extra cover. You have a mid-off. So the 3 in the circle are the short third man, then the extra cover and the mid-off. Those are the 3 within the circle on the off side. I will tell you on the onside when I see that field, Holder bowls outside the off stump, true to Shai Hope. Once you bowl a reasonable full length, not saying over pitching, because any batsman can swing through the line of a ball when it's over pitch, even a tail enders. So Brathwaite was the one who rang the bell this morning. So they're copying Lords here. I don't like that. I don't see the need to copy Lords. Why do you need to copy Lords? But congratulations to Remember the Name for ringing the bell. Here is Holder. He's over the wicket now. Comes in, bowls outside the half stump, back of a length. Steered to that man down, coming off the cover boundary. One more to the total. That's Shafin Rutherford on that occasion. Stewart, this comes into strike. He's yet to face. This will be his first delivery. So Benjamin Manetti moves up to 6. 79 for 5 after 12.3 overs. Italy not going to get anywhere close to this 166. They required almost 12 runs per over to win now. Jason Holder, 2.3 overs, none for 10. As he comes in now, over the wicket, bowls, drive, through the offside, work for Shafin Rutherford, who comes around. He does it well. He tumbled and stopped it, and they should come back for 2. Let's see. Check it if it's come back for 2. Yes, they came back for 2. The score goes up by 2 to 81 now for 5. 81 for 5. So West Indies on a winning streak. Remember the day, that Sunday, September 11. If you did not remember, you can write it down. September 11, 2016. Back of a length, pull, high in the air, down towards deep mid-wicket, it gone over the top. For a moment there, I thought the fielder on the deep mid-wicket boundary has a chance, but no, you know, it was back of a length. You know that you saw that collapse front leg from Holder, so he doesn't have much pace, and the ball sat up, and the batsman swing through the line. That's Stewart, and clear the boundary for 6. So big shot there. He played a cameo against England, so you should not underrate Stewart. He's known to hit away a few. He's an 8 now from 2. So here's Holder in his third over, 2.5, none for 18. He's the only West Indies bowler. Is he? No. I will hold back that. Bowls dug out down towards long on for a singer. So one more to the total. I was about to say, I think he's the only West Indies bowler who has not yet picked up a wicket. I think the other bowlers have picked up a wicket thus far. Yes, he has been the only West Indies bowler. So Akil Hussain, 1 for 19 from his 2. Matcha 4, 2 for 17 from his 3. And it's time to bring back Akil Hussain into the attack. Probably bowl out Gudakesh Moti, and afterward you follow up with Akil Hussain. You know, I think so. I don't know. Would you want to take off Gudakesh Moti that he has bowled 3 overs? I think that Akil Hussain should probably follow him up, or you could go for Akil Hussain from Jason Holder. Oh, well, Hussain is back into the attack. I don't mind this, but I would have preferred, I just think it is Moti's in a rhythm. He got a wicket off his last ball. Just bowl him out his last over. That would be my position. Just bowl him out his last over. Hussain comes in. The batsman gave himself room and slapped it down to Hetmeyer, sweeping on the cover boundary for a single. One more to the total. So the score goes up by 1. So Akil Hussain 1 for 20 from his 2.1 overs. As I said, you know, because I was saying it that probably it's time to bring back Akil Hussain. But when you look at the fact that Gudakesh Moti bowled 3 overs, including get a wicket off his last over, after the last delivery of his third over, I would have gone and just bowl out Gudakesh Moti and done, and then I bring on Hussain from the end that Holder is bowling on. So I know I'd have got through the spinners, and I would have known if I want to bowl Chase, I bowl him. But then I would have the seamers left now to finish up the innings. As Hussain bowls to Stewart, who gave himself room, and the arm ball followed him, and he squeezed it down to long off, where Roughman Powell picks it up, sends the return in 91 for 5. Yeah, you know. So if you get Hussain in from Holder and he bowls his 2, and then the seamers would finish up. You know, if that is if you don't want to bowl Chase. I don't bother to bowl Chase with this is the 14th over. Moti has 1, Hussain have 1. So if you put those 2 on, you will see that it's it will read 16. They will have a strategic timeout after this, and we will see what Blunder Factory will come up with. Just after two deliveries to go before there's a strategic timeout, and we'll see what Blunder Factory will come up with after the strategic timeout. So it's going to be after these two deliveries. So Hussein, in his third over, he comes in now, round the wicket, bowls to the right-hander from Italy who gave himself room but cannot beat extra cover. That's Stewart, but he still goes through for the single. One more to the total, 93 for 5. So 93 for 5. Stewart is on 12. Benjamin Manetti is on 8. Akil Hussain in his third over, final delivery of his third over, he's round the wicket now. He comes in. He bowls to Benjamin Manetti, who looks to swing down backward of square leg, straight to the fielder. That's man Shamar Joseph. So end of over number 14, Akil Hussain, 3 overs, 1 for 25. Matthew Ford, 3 overs, 2 for 17. Jason Holder, 3 overs, none for 19. The only bowler that has not taken a wicket. Gudakesh Moti, 3 overs, 1 for 13. Shamar Joseph, 2 overs, 1 for 14. So that's the situation at the strategic timeout. Just listen to some music. I'll be back with you for the first delivery of the strategic timeout. So welcome back. We're about to get underway. Just want to thank our sponsors. Our sponsorer, one sponsor, that's Gerald Music. So big up to Gerald Music. You know, check out the latest music release from Gerald Music. Discover hot new albums by clicking the link in the video description. His images on the screen there, as you see in the top left-hand corner. That's Gerald Music. That's, you know, so you can get his music on Spotify. I think I was saying Shopify, but it's Spotify. You can get his music on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube.com, you name it, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You know, so Shamar Joseph is back into the attack with the first delivery down the leg side. So wide signal, one more now to the total. So the total will goes up by 1. So big up to Gerald Music. Also remember to check out the Cricket Forum store in the video description. The link is in the video description. So both links are in the video description. So the Cricket Forum store on Amazon, where you can get cricket gears, pants, shirt, regular fashions from day to day, some wonderful fashion, household items and so forth, as Shamar Joseph was outside the half stump, full delivery, and Benjamin Manetti played it down to third man, and the fielders are putting up their arms. They are not happy with the fielder on the third man boundary. He just gave himself room, flash at the ball, and why it went down to third man, he was so late into the shot that it came off the toe of the bat and goes down to third man for 4. And more than one fielders are not happy with match of 4 there, because it apparently he was not concentrating, and the ball went into the boundary for 4. So Shamar Joseph, he's going to come over the wicket now. He bowls to Benjamin Manetti, pitched up, and this will run away again down towards backward square leg into the boundary for 4. Inside edge this time, a swing inside edge, and it goes into the boundary for 4. Not in control of those shots, but it goes into the boundary for 4. And, 102 for 5. They need now 64 runs from 5.3 overs. I think 5.3 overs or 5.2. I'm waiting on the scorecard to come up before I tell you. So they need 64 runs. That's still more than 10 runs per over. Just waiting on the scorecard to come up. They are not yet showing it. Apparently, they know that I'm waiting on it, so they are delaying it as long as possible. He comes in now, full again. The batsman plays it to mid-off. They go through for a singer. It went to Holder at mid-off, and is he becoming a one-run boundary? On a serious note now, so often the ball goes to him at mid-off, and they run one. And they have run one, 103 for 5. 2 deliveries to go in this third over from Shamar Joseph. Italy 103 for 5. They need a further 63 runs from 32 deliveries. And Shai Hope is saying, man, let them drive. Let them come forward. That's what Shai Hope is saying to Shamar Joseph. 2.4 overs he has bowled. He comes in now. He's over the wicket. So there's a delay. So there's a short third man, and then there's a short backward point. Joseph over the wicket, pitched up, digged out, hit down to long on. The catch is taken, and Holder took the catch at long on. So pitched up, that's what you see. Good captaincy from Shai Hope. You saw him there telling Shamar Joseph, pitched up the ball, let them drive. He brought the batsman on the front foot, and you would recall that a few moments ago I said that they are sitting on the back foot. So when you pitched up the ball, they are late, and you see Shai up there. And probably what happened is that Blunder Factory and his crew was listening to me. So when the strategic timeout took place, he said to Shai Hope, he said to the team, get them on the front foot. Shai Hope now, realizing that Shamar was not executing, said, man, pitch up the ball. He pitched it up. The man knocked it down, Holder throat at long off. And so Shamar Joseph got his second wicket. Italy lost their 6th wicket. And they are 103 for 6. So 2 for 23 for Shamar Joseph. 1 delivery to come in is over. He's going to bowl to Mead. There's a young cricketer from Jamaica named Mead. I don't know what is happening to him, but he had so much promise. He's probably just about, I don't think he passed 22 as yet, but he had so much promise. But he has just gone off the radar. And I think he is a very, very good bowler. Extremely good bowler. And he can hit a long ball too. So here is Shamar Joseph. He comes in now to Mead. He's in, bowls to Mead, pitched up, clipped off his toes. A lot of flamboyancy, a lot of flair into that shot. A lot of risk as it goes down backward a square leg for a single. 104 for 6. At the end of over number 15, as that ball was pitched up, and he whipped it off his toes down backward of square leg for a single. So 104 for 6 at the end of 15. Shamar Joseph 2 for 24 from his 3 overs. It's going to be interesting to see. I would go out, so the thing about it, you would have finished with Akil Hussain and Hussain by now. So you would not be needing to bowl spin after 15 overs if you had gone with how I suggested it to go. Those 2 would have finished, and you would have only seamers to bowl. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to bowl number 16, because you need to get 2 overs of spin out of the way. Well, they're going with Moti. So whether you go with Hussein or Chase, but you need to get 2 overs of spin. So Moti will bowl the first one. Round the wicket, comes in, bowls to the right hander, high in the air, chance for a catch. Let's see, is this Powell or Older? Oh, who is it? Who is it that dropped the catch and injured himself? Is that Hetmeyer? Or is staying down? Or is Brandon King? Who is it? He's staying down. So that was high in the air. Brandon King is not usually at long off, or he was running back. The ball went high in the air. It looks to go straight up. He comes down. It's Brandon King. I hope he has not injured himself. He never got there. He was running back. So he wasn't coming in. Or he hit his head as he hit the back of his head as he dropped on it. He's now sitting up. So he appears to be okay. He's talking, which is a good sign. So the physio is asking him question. Is that beer? He's asking him question. He hit the back of his head. He should come off and go and get it checked. He seems to be okay, but I think he should go off. So the ball went high in the air. And as he backpedaled, he didn't quite get there. And he fell on his bottom, and then his head, like a whiplash fashion. And he hit his head. And he's coming off, as I suspect, and they should go and get that checked. Hit the back of his head. Hope nothing is wrong with him. So he's talking. He appears to be conscious. Well, he's conscious. He's walking off his own steam. So good to see Quinton Sampson getting a run out. So Quinton Sampson getting a run out there. So lovely to see that. So Quinton Sampson is on the field for Brandon King. Very unfortunate incident, you know, and you really don't want those things to happen. I have my own opinion on it technically, when it comes to the technicality of cricket, but you always have to show, apart from cricket, is a human being, so that comes first. Being a human being comes first, and you hope that he's well, he knock his head, and you never want to see those things happen, you know. So it was high in the air, and he comes in now, looks to sweep, and he swept it away down backward of square leg. That's Shamar Joseph coming off the boundary and scooping up and send it right over the top of the stump to the keeper. Wow, lovely. Yes, so he was running back from the edge of the circle, not running back, and he was backpedaling. And he hit his head. Shamar Joseph. That Shamar, ball drop. Buddha Keshmoti should say. And he comes down the pitch. Diving effort there by Matthew Ford to save the boundary. As that ball just popped over the head of Gudakesh Moti and went down towards long on, Matthew Ford came around and got an hand to it and prevent the boundary. 109. Good work as he backpedaled it to. He scoop it back to Ravman Powell. Brilliant work. It's going to be very close. Oh, they're not checking it again. Moti round the wicket, bowls. The batsman gives himself room. That Benjamin Manetti and swings it over long on for 6. You know, I'm shaking my head there, you know. I'm shaking my head there because Gudakesh, the spin, yeah, they can hit the Pacers for 6, of course. But the spin should have already finished bowl. We should not be bowling spin at this time of the innings. The spinners should have already have their overs. You can't have spinners bowling the 16 over when you have 3 seamer in your team. Bowl him down now, though. Bowl him down. Bowl him down. 26. He gone off 21 deliveries. Another wicket for Gudakesh Moti. 4 overs for Gudakesh Moti. 4 overs for Gudakesh Moti, 2 for 22, 2 for 24 from his 4 overs. So a 6 and out, as we saw when West Indies batted, 6 and out. Good Akeshmoti picking up that second wicket. Yes, I was going to make the point about Brandon King. And as I said, the humanity parts come first. You do not want any player to get injured. You do not want persons to get injured, none at all. Doesn't matter whether they're playing cricket or football or just in their regular, their day-to-day life. You know, it can't work like that, but you don't want it to happen, right? So that aside, I unfortunate that happened as he backpedaled. But my thing is that it's a long time I haven't seen a fielder backpedal. Shouldn't he have turned around and tried to take the catch over his shoulder? Because that's what we see fielders doing nowadays. They run towards the boundary and take the catch over their shoulder and try to judge it. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they do it so, because in the past, what happened to Brandon King just now is a regular occurrence in the past where fielders used to backpedal, don't get to the ball and hit their head. And in recent times, you're seeing fielders running back or running sideways instead of just backpedaling. Because when you run back, you actually move faster than when you backpedal. Or if you run sideways, you move faster than when you backpedal. So there's effectiveness in it, and the injury factor is minimized. As Matthew Ford nailed a wide Yorker in his final over, it goes through to the keeper, 115 for 7 off 16.1. So 115 for 7 off 16.1. Want to welcome everyone who's tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate you being here very much. Thank you for joining us and tuning in to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. You know, I realize that other persons have their sidekick trying to lay claim, but it isn't, I don't know. It's the numbers. Is there another way to judge it apart from the numbers? It's the numbers. It's always the numbers game. And the moment that the numbers don't suit me, the numbers are not in my favor, I will stop saying that. But the numbers are in my favors right now, and by a big way, by a long way. All the numbers are in my way, you know. So it's the numbers we goes by to judge these things. You probably like another channel more than this one. It doesn't mean that it is a #1. It is your #1, but generally speaking, the numbers are showing that the Cricket Forum is the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. 115 for 7. And a lot of persons doesn't like it. They don't like when I said it, so that's why I probably keep on saying it some more. You know? So 115 for 7 after 16.3. Ford now. It's going to be interesting. When would they get in that next over from the spinner? As Ford is over the wicket, bowls outside the half stump, slapped away straight to the man, Shamar Joseph, with another catch. Oh, Shamar Joseph is 4th of the innings. Wow, the ball is following him and he's holding on to them. Another ball pitched up, another slash drive straight to Shamar Holder at cover point, pitched up the ball. I said it a long time ago, pitched up to these guys. They are sitting on their back foot. And when you're pitched up, they can't bat you. Pitched up outside the half stump. I said it a long time ago. I said it from as soon as probably about the 5th, 6th over bowl. I said it, and those of you who were here with me at that time, you would agree and you would have heard me saying it. So thank everyone who have tuned in. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks very much. So West Indies keeping this momentum going into the match against Zimbabwe next week, Monday morning, 8:30 Jamaica time. We play South Africa Thursday at 4:30. That's next week, Thursday. And then the Sunday following, we play India at 8:30. Big match at Eden Gardens against India. And that match could be deciding our World Cup fate. Hopefully, we would have cleaned up Zimbabwe and South Africa before then. So it wouldn't matter of us getting to the semifinals. So that's what we are looking for. So the number 10 is at the crease, pitched up, slash straight to Shamar Joseph, his 4th catch. His 5th wicket involvement of this match. 5th. Do you give him man of the match? Match of 4. There's over the wicket, balls full outside the half stump, steered away down to third man. Ruston chases the man on the third man boundary. 1 more to the total. The score goes up by 1 to 116 for 8. 116 for 8. Who's your man of the match? Shai Hope. None of the West Indies bought. Well, match of 4, that's gone 3 for 18 from 3.5. Shai Hope made 76. So it's between Ford and Hope. And Ford really have a genuine class. He took 3. He took 3 for 18. So let's put up a poll and see your reaction. Who's the West Indies? Who's the player of the match? Has that driven down to long off for another singer? So I'll get it in there. Who is the player of the match? We're going to try to put up that poll. Play the strongest team, and they are playing their strongest team. And I don't know if you have heard what happened to Romario Shepherd. I think there's a nigger there. Is it something more than that? Do they need to replace him, or do they think that he'll be fit enough for the later part of the tournament? So who is your player of the match? I'm putting that up. Who is your? It's your. That's why I use your, because it's your opinion that I need. I don't need anyone else's opinion. So who is your player of the match? I'm going with Hope and Ford. I think those have been the 2 outstanding performers. Hope or Ford, H-I-J-K-L. Oh, F come before H. Well, it's all right. I mean, it's no intention. Shamar Joseph over the wicket. Down the leg side, Hope collects. Now I should stick. Yeah, H come before. Yeah. Yeah. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. So F come before, yeah. So you have to do it by alphabetical order. You don't want to. So there is it. Please vote on your player of the match. Shamar Joseph, back off a lane, cut, misses. Should I have put Shamar Joseph in it? He got a wicket and he took 4 catches. He could have dropped those catches, and it would be a different match. So yeah, it could have been a different match if he drops those 4 catches. So should he have been it? Should I have cancelled that and put Shamar Joseph in it? Very interesting. Just thinking about it. Should Shamar Joseph be in it? 4 catches plus a wicket. Here's Shamar Joseph over the wicket, down the leg side, plays not a wicket, 2 wickets and 4 catches. So of the 8 dismissals, he have been involved in 6 of them. I really think I should do this poll over. Really. That's a big involvement in a 6 wickets involvement. I'm looking if I see. Yes. So the West Indies squad is on the screen. No changes to the squad. Oh, they're just reminding us as we yeah. So there's no changes to the squad. No change. 119 for 8. He's over the wicket, steered that away, over the top, down to the boundary for 4. Or maybe because he's West Indies' most expensive bowler. But he's involved in 6 wickets. 2 for 30 from 3.3. And his boundaries, all the boundaries have came from behind the wicket. Some of them have been edge. 6 wicket involvement. He could have dropped those catches. I'm just trying to see if I should include Shamar Joseph on the list of who's player of the match, because a 6 wicket involvement is no mean feat, Steered away and he got a wicket again, 3rd wicket, I'm going to change this poll, I'm going to change this poll because I definitely think Shamar Joseph is in it. No, So that's his 7th wicket. I definitely think that is in it. Definitely think that is in it. His name should be there. Let you vote and decide whether or not he should be the player of the match. But I think his name should be in it. So that poll, I cancel that poll. I'm going to put up a new one. Because his 7 wicket involvement, and you know, no, he has to be on the list. You decide. It's your opinion. You decide whether he should be the player of the match. So again, we start with Ford. So they are checking if it's a no ball. What are they checking? If it was above the batsman waist? No. So they have the West Indies batsman there. What's going on there? I don't understand. Ford. H-I-J-K. So Hope, Ford, Hope. So it's 123 for 9. Ford, Hope, and Joseph. Yeah, I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair that you put his name there. The man got 3 for 30 and then took 4 catches. His name has to be in it, man. So you decide. You know, I have to make you decide. Wow, he's not gonna. That's a no ball, you know. That's a no ball. We're gonna see. That's a no ball. So it's going to be 2 wicket, but still have to put his name there. That's a no ball. They're gonna call it no ball. That looks above waist to me. You could say the batsman is out of his crease. So waiting on the signal here. It should be a no ball. He's going back out. He's very happy. He's running out. So it's a no ball. So it's a free instead of being out. Let's wait and see, because I saw the batsman running back out. I thought he got the signal to come back in because he's obviously watching the same replay. And that's good, you know. That's good. That's tough. And Shamar Joseph said, go off the field. Go off the field. Where you coming back? So this is lovely. Shamar Joseph met him halfway and said, come off. Where you going? So interesting. So I love this from the West Indies. A matter of fact, I love it from both teams. Honestly, loved it from both set of players. Good psychology. One is running back out to say, no, man, that can out. And the other one is saying, come off the field, that out. You know? So it's good psychology. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see what the decision will be. It's a line call, so there can be no ambiguity because it's a line call. I think it's above the waist. You could say that, but he was right on the edge of his crease. He was coming forward, but he was right on the edge of the crease. You know? Robman, police, man, come off, man. So there's it now. Fair delivery. Fair delivery just below the waist. Just below the waist. Because he crouches. If you see the knee bend there, he crouches. So I love the byplay. I love the psychology, you know. But you have to go. You crouch, big man. You crouch. That's why you're out. Yeah, you crouch. So it was a fair delivery. So three wickets for Shamar Joseph plus 4 catches. Shai Hope 75. I think Matchford definitely got knocked out, although Matchford 3 for 19 is at a lower economy than Joseph, who comes in now, bowls to Hassan, who dug out a Yorker as he went for wicket number 4. If he gets the wicket number 4, he has to be the player of the match. You know, if he gets wicket number 4, he has to be the player of the match. So let's see. He would have to be the player of the match if he gets wicket number 4. So, is that it? Has he got the wicket number 4? Oh, no, they're showing the replay catch. So here is Shamar Joseph. His final delivery. This will seal the man of the match if he gets it. He comes in now. Over the wicket, balls. How is that caught behind? And so Shamar Joseph have stole the play of the match at the last moment. 4 for 30 and then 4 catches. 8 of the 10 dismissals he's involved with. He must get the play of the match. I'm just going to stay around a little because he must get the play of the match. He has to get the play of the match. Matcher will get 3 wickets. Despite 3 for 19, Shamar Joseph get 4 for 30. So he got 1 more wicket. So his KPI would be better than Matcher Ford because he got 4 for 30. And then he also took 4 catches. And he could have dropped those catches. He must be the player of the match. Shai Hope made 75. I think Rush. It's your opinion, but put country aside and look at it rationally. Shamar Joseph must be the man of the match, the player of the match. It's going to be very interesting. So, I'm going to a match later today, another schoolboy match. Not going to stream it, but I'll be there. Maybe get some images from the match, but won't be streaming it live. We have yet to come to an agreement. As I said, the negotiation between the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association and myself is ongoing. And we have not reached a climax of those negotiations, a conclusion of those climax. And we have not reached the conclusion of those negotiations as yet. So no matches being streamed at this time. But I will be going to a match today. Hopefully, I'll probably get some images and upload them to the members on the Cricket Forum Club members, so I could upload those images to our members. But hopefully that Issa and I can come to an agreement shortly, so we can be streaming the schoolboy cricket. But it's clear for me that Shamar Joseph will be the player of the match. A man cannot be. He got the most wicket, and he also took 4 catches. He is involved in 8 of the dismissals. It's the player of the match. It's not who you like or who is from your country. It's who performed best in the match when you look at it. I know Shai Hope 75 would have been up there. Matcher Ford 3 for would have been up there, but in the death, Shamar Joseph came and stole it. And I really think that Shamar Joseph will be the player of the match. Please remember to check out the Cricket Forum store on Amazon. We have a lot of cricket gears there selling, and so you check out it. It's on Amazon. Click the link in the video description. Also, click the link in the video description for Gerald Music. So to check out the latest music release from Gerald Music, discover hot new albums. That link is also in the video description, and you can get his music on Apple Music, Spotify. You can get it on Amazon.com, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, iTunes, Apple Music. You check it out. YouTube.com. His musics are all over, and so you can check out Gerald Music and become a member of the Cricket Forum Club and join the conversation. Join the conversation. You definitely have to. And when you are there now, but definitely Shamar Joseph. It appears that Shamar Joseph got it because I saw them showing up Shamar Joseph. So he probably is the one who have got the player of the match. Just hanging around because I think that Shamar Joseph should be the player of the match. Definitely 8 wickets involvement, including 4 wickets for himself. You can't ask for more. No Shai Hope held the innings together with 75, but Shamar Joseph 4 for plus 4 catches. It's the player of the match. Can't be anyone else. Can't be anyone else. To give it to anyone else apart from Shamar Joseph is like And I looking at the votes now, and I saw that he is 46% of you said that he's the player of the match. And I'm surprised that, you know, he has not gotten more votes, because I think that he won it clearly. And I think that why he hasn't gotten more votes is that persons are probably voting for their countrymen instead of voting objectively. 4 for 30 from 4 overs plus 4 catches. Well, I definitely think that he's going to get the man of the match. I'm waiting on. I'm just waiting on it to see, because I'm confident about it. It will be unfortunate to give it to anyone else. So if you're just joining, and I know persons are joining all the time, thank you for being here. I know, especially the Eastern Caribbean, it's now about 5 o'clock. Persons are waking up, so are waking up all the time. So West Indies were asked to take first strike by Italy, and they made 165 for 6 of their 20 overs, with Shai Hope stopped scoring. And then we bowled out Italy, I think, for 140. Bowl out Italy for 140, with Shamar Joseph getting 123. Sorry. Wow, I'm giving them more than they deserve. 123, with Shamar Joseph getting 4 for 30. Interesting. Oh, Shai Hope. They have given it to Shai Hope. They're giving it to Shai Hope. I don't understand the reasoning. But Shai Hope got it. They have given it to Shai Hope. But this, but you guys have given it to Shamar Joseph, and you are bigger. You are bigger than Shamar Joseph, because 21 of you voted. 21 of you voted. It's 2 or 3 of them decide. So just 2 or 3 opinions. So you selected the proper man of the match. You selected the proper player of the match. Shamar Joseph should have been given the player of the match. So thank you all for tuning in. Join us on Patreon to continue the conversation. Become a member of the Cricket Forum Club over there on Patreon. So thanks to all the club members who are there. We'll continue the conversation over there. So take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Have a wonderful morning, everyone. And I know that you'll be happy. See you again on Monday for the next watch along. But before that, we will put this into context and we will preview Super 8.